what I'd like to call an old friend, but it's a new friend.
Oh.
Because we just got it. I suspect we will sell it out in a single airing.
Well, let's see our new friend.
Brand new, solid 24 karat gold, United States proof buffalo coin.
Gorgeous.
The American Gold Buffalo. Isn't that amazing? We've been making the American Gold Buffalo since 2006.
Wow.
It is 1 ounce of pure 24 karat gold. Look at that.
That's
the American
phenomenal.
Buffalo. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the amazing part to me. Proof 70.
Perfect.
Perfect deep cameo. First day of issue. Annex certified, so it's exclusive to us here at HSN. Right here. 27 coins.
Wow.
I think that's my lowest edition that I have ever been able to do. It is also, I'm very proud of the price at only $27.99.95. Because this is the proof coin. This isn't the mint state coin. So I've got the proof coin that's going to be here at 27. Remember, it's an ounce of pure 24 karat gold. The only 24 karat gold $50 coin made by the United States government is the Gold Buffalo. You can see that with the W mint mark. Now, if you'll notice, if we get in here, you notice this says 2017. Okay, they just released the 2018 coin yesterday. We graded them all. I just couldn't get one here. So your coin will be 2018. I don't want to confuse anybody with that. So this is, so we will have 27 fresh brand new coins. We have them graded. We just weren't able to get them in holder. That is how brand new this is. This was literally released, I mean, just within hours we're going to have this on the air. So you have the opportunity, but once again, I am anticipating a single airing sellout with only $2,799 for 27 only coins.
Don't miss that one.
I have been selling this coin. They originally released this coin in 2006, and I was here at HSN selling these coins, and I believe the proof coin in 2006, I did somewhere around, I think I probably sold about 350 or 400 of those coins that year. Okay, I've continued to sell significant quantities of these coins over the years. Unfortunately for this year, and I believe that the 2018, and you can do it, last year was the rarest buffalo that the United States government has ever done. I believe this year will be significantly rarer. Just my gut feel, we don't know that yet. It's only been released just recently, already 5 gone. I've got only 22 remaining. I've only got 22 remaining, and I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. I think that basically we will have a 5-minute presentation on this, and it will completely and utterly sell out. Now remember, certified perfect, certified first day of issue, annex, perfect proof, exclusive to us. There are 27 individually numbered coins, period.
I love this coin.
This is one of those coins, and understand, once I do the 27, that's not for, when I say first day of issue, you know, and we do 27, people say, well, what happens that for this area? So you'll bring back the first day of issue, you'll do a 2019. No, there are 27 coins ever. So when you look at rarity, collectability, and desirability, what we call population, in other words, how many coins are made, is crucially important to the value. This carries its population report with it. There are 27 of these first day of issue coins. That's it. All available exclusively here. Everybody pays $27.99.95.
What's the significance of the first day of issue?
You know, interestingly enough,
you know, 363.
It just sets it apart.
Yes.
Okay, it's an additional designator of value. Now, traditionally, people other than us charge extra for first day of issue. Okay? So in other words, they get this first day of issue and, oh, that means it's worth an extra $2. What we have always done here at HSN is we have never charged extra for first day of issue. So if
you were to go to resell this coin,
it matters.
Okay.
It matters. Well, we don't charge extra in the marketplace. It trends into a very important piece of value, an additional designator of value, just like the DCAM, which stands for deep cameo. So that looks like it's a cameo portion of this.
It's art.
It is. This was originally done.
Except that it has an intrinsic value, obviously.
Yeah, an ounce of pure 24 karat gold in it. This is based on the design of the original Buffalo nickel. nickel that was first released in 1913 and last released in 1938. It's a faithful reproduction of the James Earl Fraser design of the Buffalo nickel, except done in pure presentation, 24-karat gold. And by the way, remember, this is the proof version as denoted by the W or West Point mint mark. Folks, we got maybe a dozen or a dozen and a half left of those, and that is all that we have. Great opportunity for you right there.
Well, please stay on the phone lines if you're going to place an order on that one. Congratulations to those of you who chose it. It still remains available, but take a look at what's coming up. The last 20 years of our Indian head cents from 1890 to 1909 for less than $100 plus tax, and it's on 3 credit card payments of $33.32. Call ahead on those. Those always are very popular, and we look forward to sharing those with you tonight.
Very limited quantities on those.
Absolutely. This is Mike Mezek. Mike happens to be our resident numismatist. He's been at HSN for close to 20 years. I'm Marlo. I'm your host. Thanks so much for being here tonight during our Coin Collector Show. We're going to move right along, and we are going to give you a look right now at our first day of issue, limited edition to 3,195 of a satin finished silver eagle coin that's already a huge customer pick, almost a perfect 5-star customer pick.
And that was from last year.
Okay, so this is the one that when we previewed, you
got a little special information
tease.
here. So okay, team, huddle up. Huddle up, team.
All right, let's listen.
The United States government, this is a special coin in the fact that it's an SP or satin finish coin.
Okay.
They call it, the United States government calls it special uncirculated. They started making the SP coins in 2006 and have made them relatively unimpeded from 2006 to 2017. They didn't do them in 2009 or 10 because of some minting problems. But other than that, they are done. These are the special coins that are done at the West Point Mint, as you can see right here. This is the coin from last year. It is our first day of issue from last year. We didn't sell out the entire edition. Sometimes I make the edition big enough so I can hold it and bring it back later, because I always like the SP coins. It's always a great seller. But just recently, I found out something about this coin that makes it not just a great seller, it's going to make it an amazing seller, which is why we've already sold over 100, and I've been selling it for about a minute here. I found out information that will make this one of the coin rock stars that we're going to have of this year, even though it's a last year coin. So the United States government, Ronald Reagan signs the Liberty Coin Act in 1986, creates the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. And they made a mint state coin and a proof coin from 1986 all the way through 2006, and those were the only coins that they made. Okay, they made proof, they made mint state, that was it. In 2006, they start with what's called the satin finish, or special finish coins. So basically every year they're going to make a proof coin, a mint state coin, and a satin finish coin. Those are the regular issue coins. They do special coins in there. 1995 W was a 10th anniversary coin. You know, that sells for, in this condition, $30,000. They do the 20th anniversary set, the 25th anniversary set. They did a reverse proof coin that sells for about $1,200. Those are the special issues. But here's the information that I got, because, well, you know, when you're in the business as long as me, what you get is the opportunity to have, like I said, not necessarily inside information, but access. I know where to look for the information. And based on that, we have come to the considered conclusion that the 2017 SP American Silver Eagle is the rarest of the SP Eagles. From 2006 to date, this is the rarest American Silver Eagle in the satin finish. And it so happens that the satin finish is rarer than the mint state or the proof. So what you really end up with here is the single rarest regular issue American Silver Eagle ever done by the United States Mint. It's a pretty simple deal. So when you're looking at reasons for collectability, being the rarest regular issue eagle in over 3 decades is going to be at the very top of that list. So I basically have this information that up until recently was in essence secret. It was sitting there, you just had to know where to look for it. And we were able to find that. And we were able to ascertain that this is rarity on an unprecedented scale in the entire American Silver Eagle series. So that means if you take all of the proof American Silver Eagles, all of them, and if I make them in mint state or in proof 70, there's not a single solitary one of them I can sell you less for less than $179. This is rarer than all of them. I can take you the Mint State American Silver Eagles. And in Mint State 70, those coins can run thousands and thousands of dollars a piece. This is rarer than all of those coins. As a matter of fact, from 1986 to 2017, there can be only one and one only regular issue American Silver Eagle, so regular issue proof, Mint State, or satin finish, that is the rarest of the rare, and it is this coin right here. Now, I have got coins left over from last year, my first day of issue, within that 3,195 limited edition. So that's what I've got right here. Now, even though I have come armed with this brand new information, and this customer pick was built on this coin, people purchasing this coin at $149 before they knew any of that stuff. Even though I have that extra information, we did not raise our price a single solitary cent. I still give you the red oak presentation box, and I will do so as long as I have got coins within this edition of 3,195 coins. As long as I have coins within this 3,195 coins. Sadly, well over 2,000 of them have already been spoken for. We sell a bunch of them, of course, in 2017. I held some coins back for this year. And we just did that. We didn't realize at the time that this was one of the single most important numismatic coins released by the United States government of the last quarter century. Because not only is it the rarest silver eagle, but silver eagles occupy an incredibly important place in American collectability. American silver eagles are the pinnacle of collectability in America, in American numismatics. The 1995 W coin, the 10th anniversary coin, in this condition, that coin's a $30,000 coin. Our most expensive modern issue coins, if you take out the intrinsic value, are all American silver eagles almost exclusively. And of all of those regular issue coins, like the 1986 American Silver Eagle in Mint State 70, I sell as many of those coins as I can get my hands on for $499. This coin is rare. It's rarer than any Mint State American Silver Eagle. It's rarer than any proof American Silver Eagle. It's rarer than any of the other satin finish American Silver Eagles. It is the rarest of the rare. It is the new king of the American Silver Eagles. And what you now have, before almost anybody else in the industry, I don't share this information lightly. And it's not like I call all my coin buddies and tell them this. They tune in literally to find out just as you do. And they're going, okay, I better get on this coin because now I know this is the rarest coin. This is the rarest of the rare. And that's exactly what we've got. And that's why we have about 135, 138 of these. These are going very, very quickly right now. Now, the problem is the quantity. There's 3,195 in this first day of issue. Now, I am quite likely to continue to sell this coin for years to come, particularly as it is going to be the rarest of the American Silver Eagles through today. And so what happens when it happens is I have to go back out into the marketplace. I may well have to charge significant premiums, but I bought these coins at the original issue price, so I will sell them at my original issue price. That is what your advantage is from shopping here, is that you have the opportunity to own this coin at a price that the same price you paid before this information comes out. Traditionally, in any collectible market, when new information comes out of this significance, I remember last year we had the $50 gold 2017 satin finish gold eagle. That was a coin we originally started selling for, I think, $2,799. Before you know it, I'm at $4,000 because I have to go out. It turned out to be the rarest gold coin made by the United States government in the American Gold Eagle series. So if you had the American Gold Eagle series, that was the rarest gold eagle, and then all of a sudden that coin almost doubles. Well, this is not just the rarest SP. It is the rarest of all the regular issue American Silver Eagles. That is significant. That is important. That is collectible. That is new information. Yet I have not raised my price a single solitary cent. And what is happening now is everybody's buying this. And what I see happening, as you can see, Marla, we have a thing here that tells us how these are selling. I see these going up kind of 2 at a time, 4 at a time, 8 at a time. I know I have dealers shopping. They're going, oh, okay, now I get it. I better get in front of this curve. I better get in front of this wave.
Well, here's the nice thing about it, the flex pay. So maybe tonight you're shopping with us for the very first time and you really love the idea of collecting a Silver Eagle and the fact that this one is going to be the most rare, this is an opportunity for you to be able to come on in, utilize that FlexPay, even if you make the decision that you want to buy more than one, because you certainly can use FlexPay more than one time. So take advantage of it. It's less than $40 on any major credit card, debit card, or PayPal. And remember, you always have an out because we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. But if you'd like to have it, very popular. I would say so far, probably the second most popular so far.
This is probably going to be the most popular
Yeah.
because I got a lot of people on the phone.
A lot of people
if we can
buying
show you,
this
we have
one.
220 sold right now.
And feel free to read the reviews on our website because it is a
Absolutely.
customer pick. So I invite you to do that.
Now, all those customer reviews, okay, without exception, were written before I give you the information that this is
Today,
the rarest.
yes.
At the same exact price, same exact deal. So this was a customer pick before in essence, the information came out that this is the rarest regular issue American Silver Eagle ever done in the history of the United States
So all
government.
of those people are going, woohoo!
Woo! Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's like, nice job.
Yeah.
You know, well done. And so that's what's happening. The other thing that's an issue right here, as we're coming out, we're exceptionally busy in the phones. I suggest hsn.com. And you can go out there. Like I said, I have the 2017 Proof American Silver Eagle. It's $179. This coin is 3 times rarer. Okay. As a matter of fact, this is rarer than any Proof Eagle ever done by the United States government in the regular issue series. So the Proof Eagle was made basically continuously from 1986 to 2017, with the exception of 2010. Okay. They just didn't make any that year. This is rarer than all of those. The United States government, a mint state American Silver Eagle, has been made continuously from 1986 all the way through 2017. This coin is rarer than all of those, and I mean by nearly an order of magnitude. The average mintage, okay, the average mintage of the American Silver Eagle, the average mintage is about 5.5 million coins. This coin is over 20 times rarer than the average mintage
I gotta make
of
sure.
the American
I've got
Silver
to go
Eagle.
and look at my collection.
Yes,
To make sure that I have this as a part of mine.
This is an important
Look,
coin.
we don't have a crystal ball. We never know what will happen. But it's kind of fun to kind of sit back and
Well, yeah, I have
keep an eye,
I have experience that passes for a backward-looking crystal ball. I know what happens to coins that are the rarest of the rare.
Well, you've been doing this
I've
since
been
you were
doing-
a kid.
Since I was 12 years old. You know, this is basically what I've been doing.
You might know a little something, something.
It's my only true skill.
That's not true.
Is that I know coins. I know coins and I know them well. Now, here's what's happened. We have we're about to go over 300 sold. With everybody on the phone, I am well over half sold out. And many people are buying multiples at this point as well, you can see.
And this is officially the most popular coin in the show tonight.
Oh, I don't think there's
So if you're
any
just
doubt about it,
tuning
yeah.
in and you're wondering, okay, you know, where do I step in? Where do I take
right
action?
Here. And we only have been about a minute and a half here. I want to, once again, the United States government is making the Silver Eagle. So this is last year's Silver Eagle, the W mint. Do not confuse this with the regular coin. This has got the W or West Point mint mark, okay? That means it's the special SP coin. Of all the SP coins, this is the rarest. The SP coins are the rarest of the coins. So if you took every single mint state American Silver Eagle made from 1986 to 2017, this is rare. If you take every single Proof American Silver Eagle regular issue from 1986 to 2017, this is rare. If you take all of the SP coins, which started in 2006 and go from 2006 to 2017, this coin is rarer. So what it ultimately comes down to is this is by far and away the single rarest regular issue American Silver Eagle that has ever been done by the United States government, bar none. That makes a title, that makes an opportunity unlike anything that you have been able to see out there or experience out there. And like I said, we have, with everybody on the phone, about 500 gone, and we have
Very nice.
in the entire edition now, I've got fewer than 500 coins currently remaining in this edition.
Very
of
nice. Congratulations.
3,195. So please get in. Customer pick before this information. You are ahead of the curve. Take advantage of it.
All right, your item number is 570779. I'll repeat that, 570779. Congratulations if you got in on this. Please keep those phone calls coming. You can always go to hsn.com to place your orders or call our toll-free 800 number. But we have coming up a secret silver Kennedy's 13 coin $half roll. Tell me quickly about this.
These are not a presentation. It's a very quick thing.
Absolutely.
The United States government made silver Kennedy $half until 1960, or actually 1970. People didn't realize that. These are 13 brilliant uncirculated Kennedy $half at about $7.50 a coin. Numismatic value and nationally advertised catalog on a coin-by-coin basis. Minimum value, $19.50 per coin.
Okay, so
$19.50 per coin. You're paying $7.50.
So keep in mind, we will not give you a full presentation. This is such an exciting value that we're encouraging you to order. It's offered on FlexPay for $33.32, and your item number is 609905 if you would like to select that. We are going to now introduce you to, this is really cool.
Yeah, I'm down to final quantities on this. This has been so hard to do.
So let me set this up. This is our 1986 to 1992 S-Mint proof Silver Eagle dollar coins in this set. You get the certificate of authenticity on this one. Your price is $699.95. And there are about 100 of you that'll be able to grab this.
All I got is 100.
Yeah, that's it.
By the way, there is a seventh coin down here. Okay, so there's 7 coins in the set.
Look at the packaging and the presentation. It just really stands.
Remember I was talking about the Proof American Silver Eagle?
Yes.
Okay. This is the first 7 years of the Proof American Silver Eagle. This is the way the United States government used to do it. Okay. Look at this beautiful velvet packaging.
Well, they really went all out with the presentation.
They got the pewter seal on it. This is a 1986 original Proof American Silver Eagle in the United States government original packaging. Not only is this packaging original, but the box is original as well, as is the certificate of authenticity that is original as well from 1986. In all honesty, the box is harder to get than the coin. I mean, the box is cardboard. It's over 30 years old. It's harder to find this in good shape, but for me to do this, and why I'm doing this, is you get them in original government issue packaging. So, and people say, why 7 years? For the first 7 years of the American Silver Eagle, in proof, now remember they only did mint state and proof. So there's the mint state coin which had no mint mark on it. That was what they called the bullion coin. The only presentation coin made by the United States government in the American Silver Eagle series was the proof coin. And for the first 7 years, it was made at the San Francisco Mint. Basically, they've made it, in essence, at the West Point Mint ever since. There was a few Philadelphia mints after this. But for the last 20 years, they've made it at the West Point Mint. These are the last and first and last of the San Francisco Proof American Silver Eagles. You get all 6 years. At less than $100 per coin in the original government packaging, but I only have 100 sets. Now, here's one of the things. So people say, okay, this is spectacular. You've got that first year of issue. You got the 1986. I said, yes, I do. And I know that's a cool thing. I know that's collectible and desirable. But it's not the hardest coin in the set. Because when they first came out with this was a cool deal. This was 1986. This was the first year of issue. People bought a lot of the 1986s. To some degree, the 1986 is one of the easier coins to get, although it is the most popular. 1987, interest dips down just a little bit. Second year of issue, they still sell a fair number of coins, although it's still fantastically much rarer than the regular issue American Silver Eagle. But by 1988, people are going, yeah, American Silver Eagles, right? So the mintage from 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 just goes boom off a cliff. So these are the real keys. And I feel the 1988 is an absolute key coin to this collection. I don't know that it's the most expensive. I think that falls to the 1992 in there. But I can tell you from experience that the 1988 is by far and away the single most difficult coin for me to get out of here. In original condition with the original government packaging. So each and every one of these coins, so here's what it looks like. This is the way the government did this. They come in these beautiful purple boxes. Isn't this spectacular? You pop that up. See this little tab right here? There's a great little tab. Just pop that, boom, coin comes out. And you can see 1 ounce pure silver, and these are individually handled. This is 1992. This coin's 25 years old, okay? This is a quarter century old. I know, I mean, every one of these coins is individually hand-selected, so it looks like it was just made.
Oh my gosh, I wish I looked at this.
I wish I looked that good.
25 years ago when I graduated from college, it's 25 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy.
And so it's the first 7 years, less than $100 a coin. Look, if I put, I have oftentimes put the 1986 up here at $149. I can sell whatever I bring in.
Oh, wow.
This coin right here, I think we sell that at $149, $169 for the 1986. I think we do that all day long. It's by far the easiest coin to get in this collection. And I'm $99 a coin all the way through. I've never been able to do that in that availability in terms of these first 7 years at this kind of a price, at less than $100 a coin. It's unheard of for me to be able to do that. I mean, for a current year of issue, the United States government, I think, charges $60 for the issue price of 2018. We're going back another 25 years prior to that and charging just a fraction more than the original government issue price today for 7 sold-out limited edition coins. Coins that are from the San Francisco Mint that are no longer made at the San Francisco Mint and have not been made at the San Francisco Mint in over a quarter of a century. And every single one of them has been individually hand-selected and comes with their own individual government packaging, including the incredible, as you look at it, like I said, these with the original government certificates of authenticity as well.
Yeah, I love that. And this velvet box that's in this regal purple, like this royal.
Isn't that spectacular?
I mean, they really, really spent good money on even this kind of seal here.
Yeah, it's almost a pewter, kind of a pewter seal.
That's raised.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Now, here's the problem. I have about 30 seconds left. This is an extraordinarily I sold this one other time before in prime time. I have now got, with everybody on the phone, I've got about 12. Okay, I've got about 12 of these. As actually now I have more people on the phone than I have sets. However, they could be buying other things. They could be buying these Kennedys that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. They could be buying the SP70 coin that we did. But here is, okay, they could be buying this coin. I explained this earlier. The United States government made silver Kennedy $50 in the 1960s. Most people don't know that. That's why we call them the secret silver Kennedys. People don't know. You get 13 coins. At basically the silver price, I'm selling them for my silver value of $7.50 a coin. The numismatic value is a minimum of $19.50 a coin. $19.50 a coin. Every single coin, gem, brilliant, uncirculating. What they sound like? Is there anything better than the sound of money that you're going to have right there? Those Kennedy. And these are the ones that I use for this. And very, very quickly, by the by, check those out. Isn't that spectacular? That is gem, brilliant, uncirculated. You're getting $7.50 a coin for silver, brilliant, uncirculated Kennedy $50, folks. They are absolutely, positively amazing. Like I said, that's going to have to do for the presentation.
Always very popular.
It is what it is.
As a matter of fact, don't forget that we're offering those to you on FlexPay. That might be a wonderful way for you to be able to collect those, so don't miss out on those Kennedy coins. We are going to talk about the ICG 2015 Philadelphia Mint Silver Eagle dollar that you're seeing right before you. This is being offered at $379.95. Now,
this coin falls outside of the purview of regular issue coins. So it's significantly rarer than the other coin that I showed you that was $149, but it's not a regular issue coin. And by regular issue, I mean that it was put out by the United States government in their regular issue.
Okay.
This coin was literally, if the United States government had its way, this coin would be an absolute secret and nobody would know that this coin even existed.
Why? Nobody
would even know this coin existed. Well, and I don't know why the government would want to keep this secret. I'll tell you the story very quickly. I don't have much time. When the United States Silver Eagle blew up in 2011, and all of a sudden they went from making 5 or 6 million coins a year to making 50 million coins a year. Okay, because of, we had a little economic trouble in the world in 2008. People rushed to the American Silver Eagle. The mintage went up by 10 times. The West Point Mint couldn't keep up with it, and so the San Francisco Mint helped out. They made what were called supplemental minted coins at San Francisco. Made a couple of million coins a year, and they marked these, so 2011, 12, and 13, they did these supplemental minted United States coins, okay? And they were very, very popular. Then the Mint after that says, oh, the West Point Mint can keep up. We're not doing any extra silver eagles at any other mints. But some of the coins were going to some of the grading services, and people were out there and saying they look slightly different. So an intrepid numismatic journalist in March of last year writes, and I didn't know such a person existed either until then, that there was a single intrepid numismatic journalist, wrote a letter to the United States Treasury under the Freedom of Information Act, says, by the by, are you making American silver eagles anywhere other than the West Point Mint? Are you making them at the Philadelphia Mint, the San Francisco Mint, or the Denver Mint? And if so, how many did you make, and what are the serial numbers of the boxes? And the Mint, as they are required by law, provided said information and said, yes, indeed, we have been making these coins. And we started in 2015, and in 2015, we didn't make any at San Francisco, but we made some at Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, they made 79,640 of them at at Philadelphia, not San Francisco. It makes it, by far and away, regular issue, special issue, supplemental issue, I don't care what it is, the rarest mint state American silver eagle ever done by the United States government because it's a special or supplemental mint. It's not a regular issue. So in 2015, the United States government made 50 million American silver eagles, 79,000 of which came from the Philadelphia Mint.
Ah.
Here's the problem. They didn't have a Philadelphia Mint mark on them. So the most important part of the information that an intrepid numismatic journalist got was the box numbers, because the boxes are individually serial numbered. They come in 500 coin boxes from the United States Mint. And if you could find one of those box numbers that still had a seal on it, you could certify one of these coins that you have right here. And only certified are they valuable. Once the box has been opened up, anywhere but other than the grading company, then that coin just becomes a regular coin because you can't tell the difference. Okay, you can't tell the difference. Now, of those 79,000 coins, we believe that there's been fewer than 10,000 of them that have ever been graded. All the rest of them were boxes that were opened up. So these right here, and at $379.95 for what is quite literally the rarest mint state American silver eagle ever done by the United States government, it is only because we got a box. I had what I believe to be the very last box from the Philadelphia Mint. And we certified it, and we had a fair number of 70s. I sold every single one of those for $2,000 a piece. And it is for that reason and that reason only that I can sell the Mint State 69s for $379, which is basically below market. I've never sold this coin here. All the Annex coins that we sold, and we sold a couple hundred Annex coins because I had a box that went to Annex, we sold at $599 in Mint State 69. So it is quite literally $220 less than I have ever sold this coin for from any of the other grading services. And it is the final box that I believe is in existence, and it will be your final opportunity to purchase what I believe is the single most important secret silver dollar ever done by the United States government, the rarest American Mint State silver eagle. By far, it's not even close.
Barely still available are our Susan B. Anthony dollars. If you missed this, these are the entire 16 coin mint set offered on sale at $149.95 and on 4 flexible payments of $37.49. Really quickly on this.
The key to that, the 1999s, we've included those. Most people don't even know that those coins exist. Most people don't even know that those coins exist, let alone put them in that set. So you get the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the Philadelphia Mint proof coin. Those coins purchased individually, nationally advertised catalog, about $100. Plus you get the other 12 coins in the collection. It will absolutely complete 15 coin collection of the Susan B. Anthony dollars in the custom presentation box. Nice little $20 savings there. I think we have about 10 dozen of those is all that remains.
Absolutely. So if you'd like to have those Susan B. Anthony coins, go to our website or call our toll-free 800 number and place your orders, and that way you don't miss out on that collection. We are going to give you a look right now at the last 20 years of our Indian head cents from 1890 to 1909. Let me say that again, from 1890 to 1909, $99.95 is our price. 3 credit card payments of $33.32. This always is one of our...
we sold a dozen already, just mentioning it.
Why are these so beloved? I mean, people get very excited when they see these.
Right here, you look at that, America. You can drop this coin anywhere in the world. They go, USA.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. Everybody, I mean, the Indian head cent is so ubiquitously American. I think it's so iconically American. You can look at this and it is just so simplistic. It is such an amazing coin. I want to pull this one out. This is one of the most valuable coins in the back. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull out 2 coins here. I'm going to pull out this one and this one. So what we did is they made, we're giving you the last 20 years of the Indian head cent, starting at 1890 and going to 1909. Now, and people are going, 1890, so these are commemorative coins. These aren't the real deal. Every single one of them, real deal, less than $5 a coin. The first coin I want to show you is the 1909. This is a 1909 Indian head cent. For those of you that know a little bit about coins, you know that they started making the Lincoln cent in 1909. As a matter of fact, the vast majority of the minting capacity of the United States government was consumed with making the brand new Lincoln cent. Because of that, very few of the 1909 Indian head cents were made, which is why, as I look in the nationally advertised catalog, this coin sells individually for $31.50.
My.
Remember, we're $5 a coin. It's $5 a coin. This one, $31.50. You're going to get it. And like I said, each one of these coins is individually hand-selected. Look at that beautiful quality that's going to be on these. Each coin in its own individual airtight holder. That's about a 59-cent at retail if you buy these individually. So you're going to have about $13 worth of airtight holders and about a $7 box, about $20 worth of packaging. So in essence, you're really paying about $4 a coin. You're basically paying $4 a coin. If you look at the nationally advertised catalog, the lowest price they have is about $8.75 a coin. The other coin I want to pull out is the other key date in here, which is the 1894. Whatever reason, and you know, I wish I remember my history better. I don't know what was happening in 1894, but they weren't making pennies. Okay, so it was a thing. That's why this coin by itself is $21.25. So basically, in those 2 coins, you got $60. Okay, I'm going to insist you take the other 18 coins for $2 a piece, I guess, is ultimately what it comes down to. The 1890s, all of these coins, you look at $11, $11, $11, $11.75, $11.75, you know, $11, $11, $11. Those are all $11 a piece up across the top. You cannot do the first 10 or the last 10 for $99.95 if you would buy them individually, and then you still have to buy all your own packaging and all that other stuff. So what I'm going to do is give you contiguous years. It's not just 20 random. You get 1890, 91, 92, 93, 94. So you get those rare years. Each coin individually hand-selected. Each coin comes in its own individual airtight holder. So you can take it out. You can share it. You can do all of those things. You can have your own history lessons. You can see, like I said, this iconic American coin that you're going to have right here that is absolutely stunning and so representative of the United States is what you're going to have. The problem is, and when I have these, they always sell. I have 30 years of Indian. Sometimes they're $199 just to add the prior 10 years is another $100. I have the last 10 years. The hard one to get, and I think is kind of the great value set, because you get such a great quantity, you're less than $5 a coin, is the last 20 years. The problem with that, of course, the 1894 is kind of the key date in there. Very difficult for me to get the 1894s. In all honesty, the 1895s are no bargain either in terms of being able to find those coins. So I've got to be able to go out and find each and every one of these coins. I have to individually, I bring in 100 coins, I reject 60, 70, 80 of them for quality problems. You know, they got tarnished, they got all kinds of other problems. I want beautiful, what we call brown coins. Coins that are nice and clean, but still have that beautiful patina of age on them. And that's what every single one of these coins represent as well. Now the problem is I was only able to put together about 375 of these sets. I was only able to put together about 375 of these sets. And as it comes right now, I've got, we got about 50 or so of them sold, but I've got a better part, I've got over 100 folks or so that are trying to get in and get the opportunity to get this coin. It is such an incredible piece of Americana. And here's the thing, look, let's face it, I'll pick any one of these coins, doesn't matter. take this coin out. You're at a garage sale this coming Saturday, and there's a bowl of change there that are labeled. And this is sitting in there, and it's got a little $5 price tag on it. You know, you pick it up. You take it up there, and you hope they don't know what they're selling, right? Because you know in your heart, you know in your gut, that's worth $5. You just know that. And then you start looking into the fact that you have the rare years, the 1909, that's a $31 coin, the 1894. Then you add in that special numismatic value, that special numismatic desirability. And then you start understanding really what you're looking at here. And then you understand $5 a coin is a pretty big deal, particularly when you're 59 cents in the holder, and then in the box, you're really more like $4 a coin. Like I said, you know instinctively that that is a great value. And then you look at the iconic nature of the coin itself, the fact that it's the Indian head cent, the fact that it's, if you're like my age, you grew up trying to find this. This was kind of the holy grail of what we call our cherry pickers. Cherry pickers are guys that buy lots of rolls of coins and look for rare coins and that kind of stuff that's out there. And this is kind of the holy grail of the kid cherry. But when I get my paperboy money when I was, 12 years old, I'd take my 30 bucks, go down there, and they go, I know, $30 worth of pennies. And, the bank be ready for me. I get my 60 rolls of pennies, hoping to find a couple of Indian heads in there, pulling out all the Wheaties, and all that other stuff to be able to do all of those things. But this is the one that you want. These are 100% original. They're not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form. So you get these spectacular, original, United States minted American Indian head cents. Look at those coins, 1899, 1900, 1894, 1895, 1896. Every one of them, this original American gem that, like I said, coin by coin is well over, what is it? I got for the ones I could find, 200, they didn't have quite all the coins, $220.50 plus the packaging. So you're looking at about a $250 roughly value for the $99.95. So that would be if you bought those separately.
Get a set for your collection and then get a set to give as a gift. I mean, this is really an impressive gift to be able to give to someone. And it's being offered on FlexPay tonight. So 3 credit card payments of $33.32. Once again, very, very popular in tonight's show. 422-263 is the item number. I hope that you're one of the lucky ones to be able to get the 20 years, as Mike mentioned to you from time to time. He'll do the 30-year collection or the 10-year collection, but obviously they vary in price points, as you've mentioned.
This is the most popular. The 30 years is $199.
All right, everybody, we have to show this once again because...
I'm obligated because it's so popular.
So,
Susan B.
The Susan B. Anthony. Let's talk about this because every single time we show this, more and more of you are buying it, and it's a very exciting collection. 16 of the Susan B. Anthony dollars here.
And everybody, I think, is familiar with the Susan B. Anthony dollar. Came out in 81, 82, 83. The first coin to specifically honor a woman, American coin. And those coins people have kind of seen. But what people haven't seen and what makes this collection special is these are contains the 1999 coins.
Okay.
The proof 1999, the uncirculated 1999 is not in the mint set, not in the proof set. You're about $100 in value just right there in the 1999 and the colorized coin. We're $149. You get the entire collection. All Gem Brilliant uncirculated, Gem Proof, Gem Brilliant uncirculated, Gem Proof, all the 81s, the 82s, the 83s, but most importantly, going to have the 1999 special edition coins there that were never released into circulation, never in the proof sets, never in the mint sets. Like I said, about $100 just for those 4 coins right there.
There are only 17 minutes remaining in the show, so if you want to choose those Susan B. Anthony coin sets, give us a call. Don't wait, place your orders, but we are going to now give you a look at our 1999 to 2009 proof state quarters in the original packaging. On sale, $50 off. 4 credit card payments of $37.49. You're going to get the complete set proof state quarters with this one, the complete set proof DC and territorial quarters with this, and so much more. So walk us through this because this is quite the presentation just by looking at it.
Well, the best way for me to explain this, and I do this when I sell our big proof set deals, which I don't have any right now. I don't have any of the big proof sets. You know, like by 30 years, 50 years, I mean, we're just out. I can't put them together. Is the United States government, when they first released the state quarters in 1999, it has been by far and away the most popularly collected coin set ever made by the United States government, is the United States state quarters. They started with Delaware, the very first state. They released 5 states per year, each coin made for about 10 weeks and 10 weeks only, then becoming a sold-out limited edition that was no longer available. Each state done in the order of statehood until we did all 50 states, ending with Hawaii, and then the United States government authorized the 6 territorial quarters that you see down there. Those are the 6 United States territories, including Washington, D.C. Territories and protectorates. So you got Guam, American Samoa, the Northern Mariana Islands, Washington, D.C. They're all in there, as you can see. Oops, they're upside down, though. Let me put those right side down. So you've got that. So when they came out, they were fantastically, amazingly, and tremendously popular. These are the proof coins. These were the presentation coins. Not a single solitary one of these was ever made, intended, or released into circulation. They only came in these sets. They are quite literally, I think they're going to be in the neighborhood of 500 to 300 to 500 times rarer than the regular mint state coins. These are the presentation coins. These are coins that are made with the San Francisco Mint. So these were the coins that were so popular and so difficult to collect. So what we're going to do, and if I can, I gotta get over there in front of those, because I want to take these. I want to take these. Here's the boxes here are exceptionally difficult to get in their own right. You can put that right down there. There we go. Those are the boxes. So you get the 11 boxes as well. These are sets of just the quarters. I can tell you right now, this box right here, empty, sells for about 20 bucks.
Really?
Yeah, because they made full proof sets, so you can get the lens. What you can't get is the box, because they only made so many of the single coin boxes. This is the rarest iteration of the United States state quarters, and they come with all of the original government packaging. So here's what I mean by I say buy it like a coin dealer. We're selling the entire set. It would be far more advantageous for me to take every single one of these, like this set right here, and put a little towel over it, put it down here, and take a hammer and smash each one of those corners and pull this set out and sell these coins individually. I've done that with literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these coins, if not millions of them. Because as you can see, if you do the math here, we're charging about $12.50 a set, which is less than the original government issue price of $20. Had you been buying them as the government released them, they were basically $20 a set. With the shipping in hand, we're like 12.5 bucks, 13 bucks a set. More importantly, I can take these and, like, here's a nationally advertised catalog. Here's somebody who does it, a coin dealer that does it. And the 2009s, they sell these coins for $6.95 a piece. So instead of $12, those are $7 times 6, that's 41 bucks. So instead of $12, they get $41. I should probably do that and get $41. It gets into be an even bigger deal for the 2008s. And that's why the box sells for so much, because this is the set. And these coins individually, $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, and $25.
Well, there you have it.
There's your $149.95 right there.
Yeah.
These two bottom rows. That's $149. Now I'm $50 off, so I have a $50 price break on this. You get to buy like a coin dealer. You buy them, because if you buy these individually, I mean, you start looking at some of these other coins. I mean, the 1999s, they're a mere $6 a piece. That's 30 bucks. 30 bucks. 30 bucks. 30 bucks. Yeah, they're all about 30, between $25 and $30 a piece for all those. So coin by coin. Once you look at these, so you have 9 times 30, 270, 370. So you're about a little over 400 bucks or so. You're $149.95. Now, more importantly, one of the other reasons they like to sell them individually is they don't have to provide the box. The box is a big deal. And if I may, I'm going to reach over there to grab one of the boxes. And one of the reasons the box is a big deal is, folks, it's cardboard. This is 13 years old. Cardboard does not wear well. And included in every single one of these also, you have to have the original certificate of authenticity. And there it is with all of the specifications of every single solitary one of the coins. So you get the original United States government proof sets in the original United States government packaging for less than the United States government charged originally for these coins. And people say, how can you do that? And I can say, gold coins, silver coins, dealers have these sets, but they want the new stuff. These are some of the most important and significant coins ever made by the United States government. I have them at less than original issue price, particularly at the price break. And so what I'm doing is giving you the opportunity to go back in what amounts to a numismatic time capsule and buy these coins. These are not the regular issue coins. Do not confuse these with the coins that you got at the change or the bank or the post office or wherever it is. These coins are San Francisco minted. They have the S mint mark. You can only get them in this packaging or if they started out in this packaging. That is the key consideration to these. The fact that literally $149 coin by coin only covers the bottom two sets. And so that's why you get this opportunity, this incredible opportunity to buy these sets like a coin dealer can buy these sets, because they buy the sets individually, then they open them up and they sell them coin by coin by coin. And what you end up with then is that $300 profit that's the difference between what they pay for it and what the coins are worth individually. Well, I'm giving you the opportunity, in essence, to capture and or keep, however you want to figure that out, that $300 difference between the individual coin prices and the set price that I am charging for these. And I'm including the original government packaging that you see over there on in front of Marlowe right there. That is every bit as difficult, actually even a little more difficult to get than the coins themselves. I think that's incredibly important for you to figure out, that the packaging, because it's cardboard, because it has the certificates of authenticity, is significantly more difficult to get than actually the coins. These are the proof coins. None of these coins, they're not the circulating coins, they're not the mint state coins. These are the presentation coins that are the hallmark of collectability and desirability.
Thank you for your phone calls on the state quarters. We'll leave those available for you to consider, but check out our customer pick. We gave a presentation of this a little bit earlier. This is our satin finished silver eagle, was very popular in the show.
Sold, I think, over 500.
Absolutely, it's $149.95. If you missed the presentation and you'd like to place an order, go to our website and check out all of the information on our website, or give us a call, our toll-free 800 number. But certainly, I can't remember now which one was the most popular. We've had a lot of great choices
this one
in the show tonight.
500 sold.
Okay.
Isn't it over 500?
Yeah. It is, it's stunning.
The rarest regular issue silver eagle ever made by the United States government. Rarer than any mint state coin, regular issue mint state, regular issue proof, and or regular issue SP coin. My original issue price, still in my first day of issue, from, as you can see, first day of issue from 2017. We are down to the final quantities in our first day of issue.
I gotta check. I put the card over to the side to take that one home.
You gotta take that one home.
You know the other coin that I loved in tonight's show? You might have missed it last hour, but go to our website. That gold buffalo coin.
How many of those we have left?
I don't know, but that one was pretty special. An incredible show. An incredible show tonight.
Yep.
So be sure to check us out on our website. Let's talk about our 1922 uncirculated silver piece dollar.
Now, we had the piece dollars, the mint state 65 piece dollars. I think they were $149 or whatever it was. But some people just want an original United States government issued coin in a nice, brilliant, uncirculated condition. And that's exactly what we're getting right here. Look at this coin. 1922. I'm just going to do about a minute and a half here. This is first year of issue. And I know people are saying, whoa, 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 they made peace dollars in 1921. They did. They were commemorative coins. They couldn't even stack them, as a matter of fact, because they were high relief. The first regular year of issue of the United States peace dollar is 1922. There you can see that original luster in that. That is a truly, truly, truly spectacular coin. And it is $49.95. I can go to the nationally advertised catalog. Their extra fine coin is $88.50. This is not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form. This is an original, almost 100-year-old United States peace dollar. Like I said, not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form, for $49.95. $50.95. So for those of you that are doing in there, you know, we have, you know, the special edition and we got the certified coins, but you're just looking for a good old-fashioned regular United States coin that's almost 100 years old. It's solid 900 fine silver. You got it for less than 50 bucks. I remember when this coin not that long ago melted for $50.
Wow.
And they were literally melted by the millions, folks. So that 1922 Philadelphia minted United States government issue peace dollar, great opportunity for you to get that coin right there, I think. I'm going to give you the opportunity to give you some different years, okay? So that's the 1922. Here's the 1923, and the finish on this one, once again, brilliant. These are all uncirculated coins. There's that original government, as you can see, that luster that you see that's on each and every one of these coins. Isn't that spectacular? Now you look at this and you say, how can you possibly get that coin? How do you shine it up like that? Do you use like a scrubbing pad? No. If you scrub it or clean it or do any alterations whatsoever to the coin, you literally destroy the value of the coin. This coin basically looks like it did when it came off the mint in 1923. That you're going to have. It is an absolutely, like I said, it's not just a silver dollar from 1923. People give me these coins, what are my coins worth? And there's always a 1922 and 1923 peace dollar in there. But they never look like this. They are never these stunning, brilliant, uncirculated coins that you're looking at right here. Like I said, with the 1923, just a single minute that we're going to give you on the 1923s to get this. So you had the first year of issue, technically the 1922, then the 1923, the mintages go down just a little bit for you to be able to get the 1923s also at $49.95. The key to this, it's original and it's uncirculated, and I think that is the key consideration to that coin right there. Now, what I'm going to do next is give you an opportunity, continue to dial in on the 1923s. I was able to get, when I got these, I had thrown into the deal, okay, coins that are a little bit rarer, as you can see, the 1924s, okay? Here's the 1924, okay? The 1924, a little bit rarer, uncirculated, as you can see right here, $79.95. So you can see what the great opportunity is on the 22s and the 23s. So spectacular opportunity on the 1924s. Like I said, a little bit rarer of a coin. And I want to remark on the reverse of the coin, notice that the eagle is not flying. This coin was made to commemorate the end of World War I. If you notice, it says, "In God we trust," and the U is as a V. That's not an error. That was done on purpose. If you remember your history books, it was V for victory was the United States motto for World War I, and this coin falls well within that V for victory that you're going to have. So like I said, a little bit rarer than the 22s and 23s, although they're $49.95. And then last and certainly not least, even a bit rarer still, the 1925 uncirculated United States government issue peace dollar with that as well. And a stunning representation, a stunning opportunity for you to buy the 1925. And like I said, a bit rarer even still than the 1922s, 23s, and even rarer than the 1924.
Well, with that said, we are going to encourage you to continue to shop. We definitely are inviting you to go to our website, hsn.com. All of our coins are available for you to shop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mike, I want to thank you. What a great show tonight.
Thank you very much.
I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Please don't move a muscle. Brett is coming up next with Home Innovations, and I want to wish all of you who are mothers, happy Mother's Day.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Since 2011, HSN Cares and Habitat for Humanity have been helping women realize their dream of home ownership.
HSN Cares believes in giving back.
You're building lives. HSN actually cares.
For the entire month of May, HSN Cares will donate $1 from every at-home item sold during at-home shows.
None of this could have happened without your donations. Thank you for helping me make my dream a reality.
HSN Cares is the heart of everything we do.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN. There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
Well, good evening. Thank you so much for shopping with us here on HSN. My name is Brett Chuckerman. So here's the news, my friends. Our first ever massaging, reclining, lifting, heating, one-of-a-kind control by remote chair is basically all but sold out. We have less than 100 left.